Welcome back to this Lenten devotional series based on Mark's Gospel. For day 19, we'll read Mark 10:46-48. And they came to Jericho, and as he was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a great crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind beggar, the son of Timaeus, was sitting by the roadside. And when he had heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he cried out all the more, "Son of David, have mercy on me." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. I know lots of Christians who are slow to share prayer requests because they think that their needs are not worthy of attention. After all, it's always possible to find someone who is worse off than we are, so our needs can seem small in comparison. Or they may think that God has too many important things to do to take interest in their particular need. Or, and this is more painful, they don't ask because they have had some unanswered prayers along the way and have concluded either that prayer doesn't work or that they don't know how to make it work. So why try? We know very little about Bartimaeus, other than that he was blind and that he sat by the road where he could appeal for coins. Jericho was a good place for that, since it was a main road to Jerusalem with lots of pilgrims on it. The pilgrims needed to give alms, and Bartimaeus needed the alms they gave, so they had a match. Here's something else we can only suppose, but I think it's very likely. Bartimaeus had prayed before to be healed of his blindness. His bold call to Jesus that day didn't arise from nowhere. No. This was a man who had prayed. And since blindness was so debilitating, I bet he had prayed boldly and at great length. But when there was no healing, Bartimaeus got on with figuring out how to do life. And for him, that meant begging. In fact, that's how everyone knew him, as blind Bartimaeus, the beggar. In fact, that may have been part of the pushback that day. "You're just blind Bartimaeus. Don't go troubling Jesus. He's an important man and you've got your place." But Bartimaeus had heard about Jesus and he would not be put off. So when he heard the commotion around Jesus, he went for it, shouting at the top of his lungs. And he called to Jesus in the best way he knew as the Son of David, which was a title for the Messiah. It was a bold way to pray. Do you ever pray so boldly as that yourself? Lent's a good season to have a straight-up conversation with the Lord about your habits of prayer. Do you bring your requests to him with confidence? And if not, why not? And why not try again with some long-term prayer project and a call out to Jesus? Here are a couple of questions to ponder as you look back over these verses. What long-term prayer of yours is still pending? Do you still pray about it? Why or why not? Voices do come which would stifle us in prayer, some arising from beyond, but some coming from within. What stifling voices have you faced when you are praying, and how might they be overcome? God bless you.